Now it's time for tip-episodes with quick tips you should know. Techniques you can implement into your workflow right here on A Tale, oh yeah, A Tale of Two Hygienists.
All right, listeners, welcome into this week's tip-episode. I'm joined today by Crystal. Crystal, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Andrew.
I want to talk just really quickly about some of the cool things that you have going on lately. I've seen some really great social media posts, but I know that also that you are looking for some help.
Yes, so Smiles Across Montana, that is the nonprofit that I started a few years ago. We, for the first time, we're having a hard time. I think we've had a pretty good run at it, and just recently with Medicaid unwinding has been a really, really difficult time for us because a lot of our patients were kicked off of Medicaid.
Hold on, before we keep going, tell me more about this. I don't understand this Medicaid unwinding thing.
Medicaid unwinding. So every year you have to reapply for Medicaid, but during COVID, I think it was about 3 years that they didn't make people reapply. And all the states did this unwinding differently. I know that California, I believe, had really good rates of getting people re-signed up. Some states weren't so great. You know, they did social media to let people know you're going to be going off your insurance. A lot of our patients, their families might not have email, things like that. So a lot of our patients were really unaware that they were being removed from Medicaid. You know, it is something that, you know, they did need to do. I understand that part, but it's just really, really difficult where, you know, we've been seeing these patients for a long time and they're no longer eligible.
Is the reapplication process complicated? Like, is there a waiting period?
You know, some of it's paper in some areas. Paper, right? So I feel like that explains so much of it. And even some of our patients that have already re-enrolled, got their paperwork done, they're not going to be eligible for a while. It takes a while to get it submitted. I don't know if it has to sit on someone's desk for a while. I'm just kidding. That's probably not nice, but it's a long process. So we're kind of just wading through that. And so for the first time ever, we're doing fundraising and just pretty much anything we can to keep going. We actually just for the first time have had to create a waiting list for some of our patients.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, like, I know this is really devastating for you to just have to make someone wait, but it's also not all that uncommon, right? Like in the big world of business, like, you've done so much good. I don't say you got lucky, but like, you've been so darn successful up until this point. What a blessing that was, right?
Yeah. No, and I do think that way. And, you know, these decisions are hard to make, but I'm thinking we saw 6,000 kids last year, 6,000 kids. Like, that's insane. And that was like 18,000 appointments. Unbelievable. And, you know, we just have to make some smart moves to protect the kids that we can see. So
can you tell the listeners a little bit about like what those appointments look like for some of these individuals?
So our program, we're a team of dentists, hygienists, and assistants and soon-to-be community healthcare workers going into schools and nursing facilities. We've worked in migrant clinics, community centers, just Head Starts, a lot of Head Starts. And we actually are mostly portable, but we do have a mobile unit. Portable means that we essentially roll in everything you'd need in a dental office as a hygienist, from piezos, mouthwash cameras, x-rays, just anything you'd use in a dental office, we bring into the school and we set up camp for a few days and we actually do everything we would as hygienists in the office. And we do a lot of minimally invasive care work, which is my favorite. I could talk about it all day long. And we just really try to build a good rapport with our patients. We have really good continuity of care. We try to see each child every 3 months to actually try to change their home care, or if we've started a referral, it really helps us to see where that referral is, what's going on, have they been treated, get another one out, find out what's keeping them from getting care.
Yeah. You do so much. It's the dream, right? Doing the comprehensive, being able to like start to finish. This is awesome. Well, how can the listeners participate, even if it's from a distance, in helping you achieve the goals that you're setting?
Yeah. So first of all, I would love to say that you can get a volunteer license in Montana. We've had a few people do it. Emily Bogue was the first person, and gosh, it was more fun than work. Amy Vale was just out in Montana, so those are a couple, and Caitlin Parsons is talking about coming, so I think that would be really fun. I think whenever you're able to see what someone's doing, you might want to replicate it yourself. Like, I know what you're doing with your mission trip. I think that's super, super exciting. All these things would be great, and if you know of any funders, that would be awesome. So just any way people can help, they can actually go to our Facebook page if they know a funder or something. And it's not our Facebook page, it's actually our website, smilesacrossmontana.com. So
awesome.
Thanks.
How about for you personally, if they want to reach out and ask you any questions, how much fund
Yeah, so you can email me at crystalspringrdh. I'm totally great with that. I love the hygiene friends. I love it when people reach out. So
I know this is fast and furious, but is there anything else you want to say before we?
I don't think so.
It's supposed to be 10 episodes. It's supposed to be short, but
it was
very
really great.
compact,
I mean, do we need a sponsor? Do I need to say anything about anything?
Oof.
Interesting news that Amanda Hill and I just applied Curedont in the Curedont booth.
Really?
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really
That's
fun.
awesome.
Thank you,
Yeah, of course,
Andrew.
buddy, of course.
Thanks.
A tale of two hygienists.